And welcome everybody to the second game of season 3. We have the Bandwagons versus the Nimbus Nighthawks. And today we have Zayuni and Neo commentating for you guys. Go ahead and take it away.
Season. And Sai, are you excited for this one?
Yeah, excited to see these guys play. You know, I'm hoping this game goes great. I hope it goes into overtime. Something exciting happens here.
Yeah, a sudden death would be amazing. And Malikosis has written a really cool text that I will read right now because it's kind of hype. Will the dragons burn and claim the pitch? Or with the hawks peck out the dragon's eyes and claim the territory in this amazing game of the World Cup? Okay, I think I sucked at reading that, but that was a cool text, Malikosis. We can see the fans are getting ready for this one. And let's talk a bit about rosters, Sai. Any thoughts between both rosters? Any standout players that you are seeing? Like, what do you think about
Uh,
this one?
Kalu Lucasius, standout chaser, great game. He can score up against anyone.
Yeah, it cannot
Beezer,
be understated. They added Pingu to join Kalu as well, right? That's definitely bound to be a deadly duo, chaser wise.
absolutely. Pingu kind of destroyed me in our last matchup, but I've been practicing.
Yeah, Pingu is the guy that makes me go noot noot every single time he plays. So it's not surprising that he can score past most, if not all, keepers. I think all keepers actually. And yeah, let's keep in mind that the Bad Wagons had some really good roster additions. Additions to the roster in the sense of Pingu, Ashes of Amber, the beater that was kicking butt in the Tri Wizard division last season, and also Beastman as well. So that is very interesting because with Beastman there, then Shade can also play Seeker sometimes and alternate with Green Black Seeker, Green Black Cat actually, talking about his Q6 name. But yeah, very a team full of options, I would say, Sai.
Absolutely. Shade definitely is a good seeker, and he is tough to hit as well. Um, I've definitely whiffed quite a few tackles against him when I play as beater.
For sure. And on the side of the Nimbus Nighthawks, we cannot discount the Nighthawks. Let's remember that the last time these teams faced each other, they were in the promotion and relegation tournament. And the Nimbus Nighthawks actually managed to hold their World Cup standing. Also joined by the Dumbledore's army back then, who both held their World Cup spots. So they have Michimo, the really experienced Seeker. She has been playing Seeker for a really long time, and that experience shows. They also have Cheese and Queso, who is a very interesting player, capable of playing chaser, beater, keeper, and he's very proficient in those roles. A really good keeper. That Janiels, the free flight keeper, shout out to the one last surviving competitive free flight keeper. This jockey is also a new addition who is a very good seeker, and just in general vibing with being Lego as well, some really good chasers in there. And in general, I see a very balanced squad when it comes to Nimbus Nighthawks. What are your thoughts, Sai?
Yeah, they are a very balanced squad. I I don't really have too many opinions about them because I haven't played up against them too much lately.
Yeah, all good,
But
all
they are
good.
definitely a deadly squad. Like, they are still World Cup material.
Absolutely, and they showed it in the relegation and promotion tourney last season. And this jockey definitely a good addition. He comes from the Hellfire Hawks, if I'm not mistaken, and he was catching those snitches in the Tri Wizard division last season. So we will see which lineup, the lineup that these teams have prepared for us. It's going to be really exciting. And like I said, we will see if Pingu and Lukisus Kalu get to share the pitch at some points. But they also have Singularity, a really good goal scorer, Levy, who is a really good all rounder. She can score, she can tackle, and Big, who is making her return. Previously, I think she was thinking of maybe, retiring or something, but we're glad to see her back. We will see who else gets to play, gets on the pitch for both teams. But I think that no matter what, we're going to see a great matchup.
Absolutely.
For sure, for sure. And guys, don't forget that you can bet your core shards, do some gambling. I'm gonna get it started as usual. I'm gonna gamble 1K core shards. We'll see how it goes. I lost my 1K core shards. It's okay. It's all good. That's part of life, part of gambling. You win some, you lose some. And we will see who wins this series between the Nimbus Nighthawks and the Bad Dragons. Now, Sai, I don't know. Do you think that this being the first game of the season, that there are like more emotions running around, maybe excitement, maybe people are nervous, maybe people are like, how do you take it when it's the first game of your season, for example?
Well, first off, there's the adjusting to the new players on the roster and feeling them out and seeing how you develop your synergy amongst your team and how your team can push the advantage in any given situation.
Absolutely. And okay, I'm gonna get the visuals now, finally. Okay, yeah, the teams are getting ready to queue. We are queuing into Darmstrang, not Overcast, just plain old Darmstrang. And we are going to see what this game holds for us. Buckle up, guys. We're going to start the first match of the World Cup division, third season of League 7. Everyone's invisible, everyone wearing the invisibility cloak, and some of them in the Bad Dragons as well. But we're starting this match in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Bad Dragons versus the Nimbus Nighthawks. And Libby gets the waffle real fast. We'll see if she can get the first score of the match. And we're expecting a very intense matchup, right, Sai? And Livy gets it in. Let's go. Weeby Grace 03 from the Bad Dragons. But this jockey goes down. Ashes of Amber getting that elimination early. And the Bad Dragons have come out swinging.
Livy just swerving in and chucking it at the first hoop she saw available.
Great shot by Levy, and vibing with Bin takes a strike and he gets it in, making it 10-10 for the Nimbus Nighthawks and the Bad Dragons. But the Seeker game, the advantage is clearly for Shade in the Bad Dragons. Shade, who was formerly, still is kind of a keeper, but now he's dedicating himself to the Seeker position. We will see if the Nimbus Nighthawks can get him down so they can get some meter back up side.
Absolutely needs a few more tackles. You see he's half health regenning right now, so they got a couple of tackles in there, but maybe not enough. And elimination is
Absolutely.
what they need at this time.
Yes, and vibing with Bean gets another score in to make it 20-10. So now the match is in favor of the Nimbus Nighthawks, but the Seeker advantage is for the Bad Wagons, the Sweaker advantage. We'll see who gets that stitch catch. And Libby had the ball, they tackled her, but Luki tackled again. He's gonna try a back shot, and he doesn't get it in because the keeper, I think it's Cheese and Queso, got it. And we see a very really close chaser game, but I feel that the snitch bars right now are really uneven, Sai.
Absolutely. And chasers are also doing a great job of stopping any goal attempts. You saw Luki one time a pass out of the way.
Yes, and the keeper is actually that genius, the free flight keeper. Chisen Kesu is playing as a chaser, and the snitch bars are still in favor of the Bad Wagons. Shade and Ashes of Amber doing an amazing job. But let's not discount the Nimbus Nighthawks. They just need an elimination, maybe a couple of tackles, maybe some keeper kicks as well to get that advantage back. But we will see if they can get it as Shade gets closer and closer to catching that snitch. Cheese and Queso is going for the score. We'll see if Fisman can get it. We will see if Cheese and Queso can get it, and he gets it in. Cheese and Queso makes it 30-10, 10 more points, and the Nimbus Nighthawks will have the snitch insurance. We will see if Shade can close this deal off and catch that first snitch side.
Yeah, the snitch bar is going to be the deciding factor here. I mean, they could still come out of the next opening and score 10 and tie it back up, but
And Weeby Grace scores as Shade gets close to the catch. We don't have the POV, but he gets it in. Shade gets the catch. Invisible Shade. Did he die or did he put on the invisibility cloak? I don't know, but he got the catch to make it 50-30 for the Bad Dragons, who are now winning this match against the Nimbus Nighthawks. It's still a very close one, though, so I feel like anything can happen.
yeah, absolutely. That snitch catch was essential for them as well as earning the 10 points on the chaser game. Definitely swung momentum in their favor. Uh,
And
but
we see Singularity as well in there. Her and Libby were doing some plays there. The Dragon sisters are joined by Kalu in there in Chaser. But now Harry Potter, I think, is going for the score. But Beastman gets it in and gets it out. And I feel like the Chaser game is as close as we've seen this season, like in the previous match, super close.
absolutely, these chasers are both talented and they're stopping possessions and, you know, the game's being held up a little bit by just the skill of these players.
Absolutely, so many tackles going around. It's really hard to score on these teams, guys. Like the tackling, the keepers, and now we see Singularity trying to go for a score. We will see if she can get it in. She may get it in. She doesn't get it in. It gets a kick by that Genius, and it flies away. And now we see the counter attack from the Nimbus Nighthawks. Harry Potter makes a pass. He passes it to Cheese and Queso. Cheese and Queso may go in. He tries to pass again, but Weeby Grace gets it, and now Wingularity trying to keep the Bad Dragons team. Singularity is going for the score again. We won't know if we will get it as we see a PowerPoint slide, unfortunately, from Captain Carnage. Yeah, we are getting some low frames here, but Kalu gets it. Are we going to see a score? We may see a score, and we see a score. Kalu Lucisus makes it 60-30, and the Bad Dragons now have the snitch insurance, and both bars are kind of close, not gonna lie.
It definitely looks like the bad dragons have advantage in the snitch bar though. Their lead is increasing at a rapid pace.
Yes, and Wookiesus scores and makes it 70-30, and we saw Joki go down, unfortunately, for the Nimbus Nighthawks. Now the Bad Dragons have all the advantage for that snitch. It's going to be really hard to make up for that difference unless they get an elimination like right now. But Lucas gets it in again. He takes it from Wag Genius, and Wookie scores to make it 80-30. I would say, side, that this is really uphill, maybe an almost impossible situation for Nighthawks at this point.
Yeah, they've got mere seconds before the snitch is caught. Um, there it goes. Game ends.
Yeah, and Shade gets the catch to make it 110-30 for the Bad Dragons, who burned the pitch with their dragon powers and took this game 110-30, a decent difference actually. So it's interesting because the Nimbus Nighthawks definitely won against them, if I'm not mistaken, in the promotion and relegation tournament. But this time, with those roster additions, Ashes of Ember, Lucius, Beastman, the Bad Dragons are showing some really interesting plays, Sai.
Absolutely. They won the chaser game there, and then they also won seeker game. Uh, their tactics maybe just the Nimbus Nighthawks are going to need to adjust to their tactics.
Yeah, definitely they're gonna have to do some strategy changes. We will see maybe some substitutions as well. We will see what the Nimbus Nighthawks cook for game two, and we see that Weeby Grace may, I think she may rotate out. So it's a good time to remind everyone of the worst take of the season of last season when she said that pizza in general is overrated. Always a good time to remind that. But she did have a great match, so congratulations Weeby, and congratulations to the Bad Wagons for taking game one, that we will see if game two will have the same result, the same destiny. Sai, what do you think that the Nimbus Nighthawks have to do in order to like counter the Bad Wagons gameplay that we've seen so far?
More seeker pressure. I try to prevent that lead. He did get off to a big lead early, and then they kind of caught up. But in the second snitch, he had a lead and an advantage almost the entire time.
Yeah, definitely the Seeker was a huge factor in both snitches actually that the Bad Wagons got. We will see if the Nimbus Nighthawks maybe can try a rotation. You know, sometimes rotations aren't really about pure skill. It's more like some matchups are more favorable to one beater or the other, or to one seeker or the other, and it just happens like that sometimes. Maybe they can also throw in more chaser tackles probably towards the Bandwagon's Seeker, Sweaker, and maybe hopefully we will see the first snitch catch of Nimbus Nighthawks of the season, right? First match of the season. So far, it's been a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything is possible.
Yes, anything is possible, and because anything is possible, I'm about to bet 5K core shards because we're gonna make it possible. We're gonna win. Let's go. Let's bet. Let's get it. Oh my god, I won, dude. Thank you, Sai. You're right. Everything is possible. And yeah, I just won 5K core shards. So remember, guys, gamble your core shards. It's okay. You cannot buy anything with them yet. Maybe you will in the future, but right now you cannot buy anything with them. So just bet them up and just keep rooting for your favorite team. You know, Bad Dragons, Nimbus Nighthawks both have some really experienced players here. Um, and I think we may see. Do you think we will see Pingu? Maybe I'm not sure. We may see Pingu, Sai.
Maybe.
I wonder if we're gonna go Nut Nut today. But regardless, the Bad Dragons has a really good chaser core in all their players. You know, Singularity, Levy, Vic, Bingo himself, and Lucky. So we are loading into game two, World Cup day. I wonder if it's a band map. We will see if the players bloody hell or if we play it out. Gotta love having the sunlight right on your eyes when you play this map and sunset, right?
Yeah. If you're on a certain side and the sun is beaming in your face, it really sucks. You can't see anything.
Yeah, and the players are leaving because we don't play World Cup Day. It needs a bit more of a rooftop or something, just so the sun doesn't blind you like a flashbang would. Um, but yeah, I don't know, Sai. You know, remember the Nocturne Ravens match versus the Order of the Phoenix? I feel like we're seeing really close chaser games in general in both divisions. Like, I know that the Bad Wagons won by a big difference, but I feel like chaser wise, things were actually kind of close, you know, like it was really well fought.
Yeah, it was well fought. Both sides gave it their all and tried their hardest to pull out a win in any way that they could.
Absolutely. And shout out to Frank the Goat. He used to be also on the Nimbus Nighthawks roster, but it seems to me that he has retired from competitive Quidditch. So shout out Frank. You know, we had some very cool races back in the day, and definitely one of the really good players of this game that left a mark, right? I don't know if you've ever gone up against him, Sai. I think you have, but Frank was definitely also a good player.
Yeah, have definitely gone up against him. I think I've played up against him in Chaser and Seeker. I think I lost both times.
It's okay. Frank is just the goat, or as he called himself in the last months, Sigma Frank. So yeah, he has that Sigma vibe that helps him in game, I guess, on the pitch. But we are queuing into Boba Tongs. Boba, I don't know how do you say it, but anyways, we are gonna play in Boba Tongs. Yes, we're gonna play there. This map is playable, so get ready, everyone. Buckle up. Are we gonna get a game 3? It will be the first game 3 of the charm season. So are we gonna be charmed by a game 3, or is this gonna be it? We will find out in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. The game begins, and the Nimbus Nighthawks win the kickoff with piping with Vin, passing it to Cheese and Queso. He's gonna go for the score. He passes it back to Vin, and Bin may get it in, but he doesn't. Beastman secure as always. And Michimo is playing Seeker, the very experienced Seeker, and now Green Black Cat is playing Seeker for the Bad Wagons. Sai, we see a change of Seeker in the Bad Wagons. What are your thoughts about that?
I think maybe this is just them just rotating and allowing everyone on their team to play and have a good time. It is all about playing with your friends.
Hell yeah. Also, Green Black, a really good seeker himself. He has been playing a lot of Q6. It's always good to see him, and he's a very good seeker. He can catch against the best of them. So we will see how Green Black does. Right now, the Nimbus Nighthawks have an advantage, but they also have Ashes of Amber on beater. So anything can happen. We know how she is, the Call of Duty player that gets eliminations left and right. And Jason Kessel was trying to get the score, but Beastman gets it, and Singularity passes it to Weeby Grace. Now vibing with Bin gets a tackle, and they do the counter attack. We will see if Cheese and Queso gets it, but he's being tailed by Lukisus, Wookisus, as the Bad Wagons would say. And now, okay, the shot got blocked, I think.
Yeah, that
But
was a block shot.
again, a really close chaser game, Sai. But now the Seeker bars are uneven again, this time in favor of Nimbus Nighthawk.
Maybe the seeker change wasn't a good idea in this situation. Maybe they should have just rolled with seeker from game 1, Shade. But that's a decision they make amongst themselves. So
Absolutely. And thank you, Teddy Ready, always ready for the subscription to the channel. Love having you here, my dude. Bang, bang. And we see, I agree with you, Sai, absolutely. But, also, I would say it's not necessarily just a skill, but just the fact that, coming into game 2, let's say that the players are warmed up, and sometimes you just come into your first game, so that can influence things. But the bars are getting a bit closer still. An advantage for Nimbus Nighthawks. We will see what happens, and the score is 0-0. Oh, and Greenblatt gets stunned. Captain Carnage gets a stun in, and Michi is super close to catching. We may see a catch. Buckle up, people. The snitch is coming. The snitch is being charmed by Michimo right now. It may be the charmed catch of this match as Weeby Grace scores. It makes it 10-0, but Scribbler gets tackled, I think, again. Michi's going for the catch. She is charming that snitch. She will charm it. She will get it. It seems very likely that she's going to catch real soon. And the Genius dies out of bounds trying to get that hero kick. Green Black is now closer to the snitch. Can he get it? Can he get it? Can Ashes of Amber get a hit in? We will see. He dodges the beater Captain Carnage, but Michimo charms the snitch and makes it 30-10 in favor of the Nimbus Nighthawks, and we may go to a game 3. So buckle up, everyone. What a really close game in general. I would say the fact that the Chaser game is 10-0 in Chaser game is just goes to show how close these teams are with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. That is insane that only one goal has been scored. Shout out to Beastman and shout out to, I think it's Tag Genials as well. Very good job in keeping, and the Chasers for their defensive plays. But the snitch bars are once again in favor of the. Wait, no, I think Michi got tackled or something. But now the bars are super close. The snitch can go to anyone, and with how close the chaser game is, the snitch may define this match. Sai.
Yeah, absolutely. The Chasers on the Bad Dragon, the Wagons. I'm gonna keep
Wagons, yeah.
doing that. Uh, they're gonna play it out and try to, diff this and prevent another snitch catch
Oh, and we
from.
see a score by Kalu with the one timer, Kawu, or Wookiesus, however you want to call him. But he's trying to wait it out, try to get that quaffle from that Genius, the free flight keeper. He may get it out. We'll see if he gets that hero kick. I don't think he got the Seeker, but he did get Kalu. And now the score is 30-20. With the snitch bar in favor of the bad wagons. If they catch the snitch, that would be huge for them. And we see Lucky being a bit pummeled. He's really low HP right now. He has gotten some hits, but Captain Carnage is also low on HP. Vibing with Bing gets a score in, and at this point, the Nimbus Nighthawks have to ask themselves, as Captain Carnage goes down, they have to ask themselves, do I score one more to get that insurance? Do I focus on Seeker game, trying to get it back? We will find out, as only we have 1 minute and 5 seconds left from this match, and the catch is super close. We will see if Green Black can get it. He is super close. He's charming that snitch again. He's charming that snitch, and the snitch is like, yeah, let's go. Green Black, is he gonna get it? Is he gonna catch it? Luke is trying to score. He gets it. No, he doesn't get it. That Genius keeping it safe. We will see if the Nimbus Nighthawks can get that score to tie the game. If Green Black gets that catch, because the bars are super close now. Green Black hasn't been able to close the deal. He hasn't charged the snitch enough. Singularity scores. If Michimo catches, we're going to game 3. Michimo, is he gonna catch? Is he gonna catch that snitch? Or is he gonna be Green Black? Michimo is getting super close. If Michi has an advantage, they get the hero kick. Green Black dies, and Michimo needs to get the catch, and she gets it in. Michimo catches 70-30. We are going to the first game 3 of season 3, the charm season. And Sai, what a crazy game. Again, we're getting full crazy games this season.
Absolutely. The beater gameplay there, taking out the Seeker right before he was going to catch. All the Seekers get a little bit of tunnel vision towards the end of the snitch.
It was so close, but Green Black, you did really well, dude. Like, it was incredibly close, but there is always a point where the catch is close that you just get jumped on by the entire opposing team, and it's never easy to survive that kind of that kind of onslaught. So yeah, good job, Green Black. It was super close, and congratulations to Michimo for getting those 2 catches. Chaser game was 30-10, but Michimo with those 2 catches got her team over and got us to the infamous game 3. And it can go to anyone. Sai, what are your thoughts and expectations for this game 3?
I'm expecting lineup changes from both of the teams. Maybe try something different again and mix up their lineup. We still have to see Pingu play today. We um, who else haven't we seen yet? Um, do you know?
I think that on the side of the Nimbus Nighthawks, we haven't seen Este or Awe Dowo. I don't know how to pronounce his name. There's also, hang on, let me see the rosters actually. Yeah, so the Nimbus Nighthawks, we saw this jockey. Dark Reed Nighthawk, I think, also played, right? Have we seen Lego? I don't know if we have seen Lego on this series.
No, I don't think we have.
So who knows? It would be very interesting to see both Pingu and Lego on the pitch. Pingu, the Green Gods Gauntlet Chaser, aka Nud Nud, aka Puingu. How would you say? What's the bad Duagon way of saying Pingu? Is it Puingu? Wingu? I think it's Puingu, right? If you want to say it like bad wagons, Puingu,
Wingu?
Wingu. Yeah, I guess that works. Wingu. Yeah, Ashes of Ember. How do we call it? Washes? No, washes. No, Ashes of Wamber. Ashes of Amware. Yeah, no. We gotta try. We'll figure out. It's a long season. There are a lot of matches. It's a double round robin, so there are a lot of matches, and we will figure out how to pronounce every single name. The Bad Wagon name. Wiesman, aka Beastman, has been doing an amazing job, though. Both keepers actually, Sai.
Yeah, he did a great job. Both sides of the field, the keepers have been doing great, stopping shots, preventing attempts, and securing possessions for their team.
Yeah, they have done an amazing job for sure. So shout out to Wiesman, shout out to Dak Daniels. And Teddy here says Bing Wu, which is also a good option. Bing Wu, yeah. And Malik Kosiska is writing some hype text. I'm gonna read both of them, I guess. The dragons burned some of the hawk's wings, but now the hawks have blinded a few of the dragon's eyes. Who will win in the end? Okay, that's the bad dragons one, right? And now we have the hawks one. Can the Hawks stay in the air and keep their advantage going into this game with the recent round win, or will the Dragons be able to bring them to the ground where it will be easier to crush them? Okay, that was bit more violent than I would like, but yes, the hype is up. First game 3 of the season. The hype is up, Sai, for sure. It's gonna be an exciting one.
Absolutely. Either team can pull out the win here and secure game one for their team.
Yeah, it's always good to start the season with a win. Definitely the best possible way to start a season. As we load into Durmstrang Overcast, will we play it out? Because some people banned that map, or I think that's the unbanned one. But either way, it seems that we're playing it out. The Nimbus Nighthawks are ready. The bad wagons are ready. QC community, are you ready? Because we're gonna see game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nimbus Nighthawks versus the bad wagons. Game 3. And we will see who takes the first win of the season on this one side.
Yeah, been passing up to Queso, and Queso getting intercepted. Now the ball in Singularity's hands. Stopped by Shade. Shade
Yeah, we
kicks it
keep
out to
seeing
Vin.
keepers and chasers doing. I would say this series has been really good defensive wise for both teams. Like, oh, jinxed it. Cheese and Queso get to score in. My bad, Wasteman. I unjinxed you. But the Nimbus Nighthawks get the score 10-0. As we're talking about defensive prowess, and Ashes of Amber goes down, a sight often unseen. Captain Carnage gets her down, but no, the Nimbus Nighthawks are winning, but Singularity is on the attack. She may pass it to Pingu. Are we going to say Nud Nud? Are we going to say Nud Nud? We don't say Nud Nud as that Janiels gets a save. He has been cooking this series. That Janiels shout out. He has been playing a lot in training, so it's paying off. And now Harry Potter has the ball. They are going on the attack. We will see if they can get a score in. Another score in, but Beastman, safe as always. I would say this has been a keeper series side. They are actually cooking, like they're absolutely stopping the shots.
Yeah, it's definitely a show off between the keepers. They are just letting them come in and take their shot attempts on against them, and they are stopping it. They're saying, "No, we're done."
Absolutely,
brick
and we see
wall.
Pingu with a backshot. Pingu, Nud Nud, first Nud Nud of the Charm season, and now the score is 10-10, and the advantage of the snitch race is for the Nimbus Nighthawks. Michimo is charming that snitch. She's quite the snitch charmer, but we will see if Shade can make up the difference or Ashes Vanberg can get some hits in, but she downs Cheese and Queso. It seems she's a bit more focused on the chasers right now, but they need to make up for that snitch advantage, as this slideshow is showing us that Lucas went down Kalu because Captain Carnage got him down. The snitch catch is super close. We will see which team can get it, but it seems to go for the Nimbus Nighthawk so far.
Yeah, Nimbus Nighthawks have the lead in the snitch here. Shade is making a great attempt to stay in a position of an advantage where he can bump and get bar back, but the Nimbus Nighthawks are just gaining meter too quickly for him to keep up.
And the snitch is super close, but Michimo got tackled. I think Ash of November got a huge tackle in there. The bars are super close. They may actually get it. Shade may get the catch. Michimo was on the lead for most of the race, if not the entirety of it, but now Shade has the advantage, and he gets the catch. Ashes of Amber had a huge tackle that gave Shade the advantage to get the catch and make it 40-10 for the Bad Dragons. How do you say it? So I would say Shade. Shade got a huge catch for his team, and we will see who gets the second snitch. And if the chaser game, we can see some more scores in, because it has been really, really close so far.
Absolutely. Let's see if Singularity puts 10 on the board.
How we say that? Binguarity, Bingu. I don't know. We will figure it out. But the Genius has a hero kick right now, and Kawu or Wookiesus is going for the surprise tackle. He misses it, and the snitch bars are in favor of the Bad Wagons right now. The Nimbus Nighthawks would need one snitch catch and one score, one waffle goal to make it even. We will see if they can get it, but right now the Bad Wagons have a decently comfortable lead, especially if they score again and they just, get more points than what a snitch would give the. Oh, and Michimo goes down. Ashes of Amber, Washes of Wamber gets a kill. Michimo goes down, and now Shuade has the advantage on the snitch. It's really becoming uphill for the Nimbus Nighthawk side.
Absolutely. The Bad Wagons are putting up a fight, but they the the Bad Wagons still have that snitch advantage and are looking like they're going to make this catch and seal the game.
Yes, and on Teddy's suggestion, we will call Singularity Shinguwarity. I guess I will get used to pronouncing that, I promise. But the Bad Dragons have a huge snitch lead right now. Shade is charming that snitch. He may get that second catch to secure the win for the Bad Dragons, who would win the first series of season 3, the Charm season. But the Nimbus Nighthawks may get some scores in. They may get an elimination. We'll see if Captain Carnage can get an elimination on Shuade, but he is low HP. He's definitely getting all that pressure. We see Kawu here trying to punch him and tackle him, and he goes down. Washes of Wember gets Captain Carnage down, and now Shade has a clear way towards the snitch, no beater to bludger him or tackle him, and they are going on the attack as well. The Bad Dragons trying the bounce shot. Beautiful bounce shot by Kawu Wookiesus. Beautiful bounce shot. And right now, the game seems super close. We are going to see a catch. Shuade gets the catch to make it 90-10 for the Bad Dragons. And this game is solved by but close side.
Absolutely. It's basically all but put away at this point. The Bad Wagons have showed that they are World Cup meat and they're here to stay.
Absolutely. Welcome to the World Cup, the World WOP. But Dragons, you are making a statement now. You're here to stay. You are here to fight it out, and you guys can definitely beat any team. As we see a score by Cheese and Queso, making it 90-20. Harry Potter goes down, and with 15 seconds left, we know that the Bad Dragons are taking that win home, their first win in their first match in the World Cup division, and definitely a very good performance.
Absolutely. Both keepers on both sides of the pitch were doing an amazing job at stopping shots.
For sure, shout out to both keepers, both Dak Daniels and Wiesman have done an amazing job in this whole entire series. We saw some low scoring games chaser wise, saw a lot of tackles. We also saw some really good goals, but in general, the keepers had an amazing performance. So shout out to them. Shout out to the Seekers as well. Michi was always giving a good performance. Every stage was really close most of the time. Shade as well, cooking. And all in all, just a great match to start off the World Cup division side.
Absolutely. It was great to see Pingu play today and pull off an amazing reverse bounce shot.
And that is the first reverse bounce shot of season 3. So because we're not gonna say GG, it's a bad dragon, so we say we, which hopefully sound I think it sounds awful, but still. But yeah, everyone, thank you for watching. This has been the Bad Dragons versus the Nimbus Nighthawks first match of the World Cup division of season 3, the Charm season. And any shout outs, Riley, any announcements? Do I take that as a no?
Sorry,
um,
I didn't know I was still muted on your guys' end. But yes, we have the very next game, which is tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. It is Dumbledore's Quidditch Club versus Obscurus Quidditch Club. So it's going to be a family brawl for sure.
that is gonna be a good one. You don't want to miss it. Two teams that are super close and that have really good players in them. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you to both teams for a really fun and great match. And we will catch you all on the next one. See you around, guys.